Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's lesson we are going to be looking at the ALX front-end project for week 1, and in week 1 we are looking at the bash project. Okay, we are looking at introduction to the CLI, which is our command line interface. And of course, I'm sure you must have gone through the resources. Yes, it is well explainable, and you must have understood that it is important for you to know how to work like a developer. Yes, you might have known how to operate a computer, as most people will do, all right, using their mouse to create folders, to create files, to navigate through, to drag or click on icons and so on. But as a developer, we don't do that. Yes, so we use our terminal or our CLI, which is our interface, in order to run our commands. And this is helpful because once you get deeper into your course in the coming weeks, you will see that some of the tools and applications you will be using can be only installed through your terminal. Okay, yes, so you'll be updating some of the packages using your terminal, installing tools and softwares on your terminal in order to run your code, and so on and so forth. So reasons why it is important for you to know how to navigate your terminal, because this will help you in the long run. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's head straight to week 1 projects on bash. Okay, so first things first, you will have to set up your environment or your terminal. Now ALX has provided a sandbox and use on their platform. Okay, so you can just click on this get a sandbox. Okay, and you can click on this web term. All right, once you click on it, it will open up in a new window. All right, yes. Okay, can you see it? We have something like this. Yes, so as you can see, it's open in a new window and you can be able to write your code here. All right, but in my own case, I won't be using or let me just close this. Let me see if I can use. All right, okay, yes, so let's try using the okay. Yes, but I would love to be having. All right, so okay, number 1, it says we are going to see how to create files on our computer. Yes, without using the graphical user interface. Okay, so we are not going to be using our mouse to create files or folders. We are going to be using our terminal. Okay, so now our first task is to create 5 files, which is task, to-do list, assignment, future list, and dreamcast. Okay, now there is a command to create files on your terminal, and the command is touch. But firstly, we are asked to, number 1, we make sure we change our directory to the home folder on your sandbox. So this is quite important, and to confirm your current location on the command line, remember to use print working directory, which is the pwd. So this is a command too, right? And to verify your files have been created in the right location, using the list command, which is the ls. So we are going to be using these commands to see how they work and how we can use them. Okay, now, so number 1, make sure we are in our home folder on our sandbox. Okay, here we are in our roots directory. As you can see, we have the root at, we are in our root directory, so we are not in our home folder. So how do we switch to our home folder? We make use of the cd command. Okay, so cd, all right, cd means change directory. Okay, so it means you are changing your directory, or you are switching from one directory to another. So now, which directory are we to? Our home folder. Okay, so we can say cd slash home. You see why most times I don't like using the ALX sandbox, cause it's kind of slow and tends to develop some issues. Okay, yes, so reasons why I'm more comfortable using git bash. Okay, yes, so let me quickly um okay, so let me quickly switch to my git. All right, yes, I think this is much better for me. Okay, yes, so let me, all right, okay, so we use the cd command, cd slash home. Okay, and we are in our home directory. So this cd space slash home means we are changing our directory to our home folder. Okay, yes, and as you can see, it has slash home, so it means we are in our home directory. So to know the present directory we are in, we use the pwd command. Okay, pwd, which prints working directory, and it shows us that yes, this is the directory we are in. We are in our home directory. Okay, so now we are good to go. Now, so create five files. Okay, and to create a file on your terminal, we use the touch command. Okay, we can say touch space the name of your file, and in this case we have task, we have to-do list, we have assignments, we have future list, and we have dreamcast. Now, creating these files one by one, can take a whole lot of time, so we can create multiple files at the same time. And how do we do that? So, okay, let me show you an example. So we can use the touch space, what's the name of our first file? Task. All right, yes, task dot txt, yes, which means this is a text file. Okay, dot txt means this is a text file. We can have dot js, which is a javascript file, dot html, which is an html file, but this, we are just creating a text file, so we can put dot txt to it to tell the computer that this is actually a text file. Okay, so once you're done with your first file, you just click on the space bar and then you type in the next file name, which is what? To do underscore list dot txt, sorry, not comma, dot txt space the name of your next file, assignment dot txt, and so on and so forth. So once you're done writing all of the files name, you can just click on the enter button. Okay, yes, and your files are created. Now, how do you know your files are created? We confirm by listing all the files and folders present in our directory. So we can use the ls command, which stands for list. So it lists all the files and folders on the directory that you are in, which is our home, and you press enter. So you can see we have our assignment.txt, we have task.txt, to-do list.txt, and so on. Yes, so we have all of these files. So this shows that yes, our command is working. All right, Now I would love to clear my screen because my terminal is kind of looking a bit messy and I want to be able to see what I'm doing clearly. Okay, so if you want to clear your screen, you can just use the clear command and then you clear your screen. Okay, now it doesn't delete all your progress. Okay, yes, everything is still saved. It only clears the screen so that you can have enough space to work on other things. Okay, so now we are done with the first task. We've created our files. Remember, you can create it one after the other, or you can create your files in multiples together. Okay, so now let's head over to task 1, learn how to create folders. Okay, yes, now we are to change our working directory to home, which we've done that. We are in our home directory. Okay, so now we are asked to create 3 folders named projects, personal and plans. Okay, so now the command to create a folder, we use the mkdir, which stands for make directory. Okay, so these commands, once you input make directory space the name of the folder, let's say projects, yes, and you press enter, it creates a folder named projects. Okay, so now I don't want to do this one after the other, not to waste time, so I will just create multiple folders together. All right, so as usual, the same way we did for creation of files, it applies same to this. So we can just put space and then space the name of the next folder, which is personal, right? Yes, we have projects, personal, and we have plans. Okay, so we are going to create name the next folder, which is personal, yes, space plans. Okay, so make directory. So all what this command is saying is that create a new folder named projects, another folder named personal, and another folder named plans. Once you click enter, it will create. Now it says mk directory cannot create directory projects lists. Okay, yes, already I've created these folders already, so it can't create another one. Okay, yes, so but on your own case it should work for you. Okay, yes, but on my own case I have these folders present already, and so reasons why it can create and or duplicate another folder using the same name. Yeah, so let's check if these folders are present to confirm, and remember we do that by using the list command. So ls, and as you can see we have them highlighted in blue: personal, plans, projects, which means I've created them before using this same command and I'm good to go. Okay, so we are done with task number 1 also. So let's head over to task number 2, and in task number 2 we are making duplicate copies of files. Okay, duplicate copies of files. So let me clear my screen again. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing clearly. Alright, so now change your working directory to home. We are in our home directory, so this is settled. Confirm if the file to-do list exists. How do you confirm? List all the files and folders present in your directory. Okay, so do we have to-do lists? Yes, we have to-do lists, as you can see. Okay, so if it does not exist, then you are required to create the file, but we've done that already in our first task. So now we are asked to create a duplicate of this file for future to-dos. Okay, so now we have to create 3 copies of the to-do list with the names to-do list 2023, to-do list 2024, and to-do list 2025. Now the command to copy a file, we use the cp command. Okay, we use the cp command to create copies of a file. Now, so we can write cp. Okay, so this means copy. What are we copying? Okay, we are copying this to-do list, so let's write to-do list. All right, now we are copying this file name, this file to-do list, where already we are asked to create 3 copies of this with the names to-do list 2023, to-do list 2024, and to-do list 2025. All right, so once you run your command cp copy this file, okay, yes, and copy the content of this file into this new file that I will name here, which are what to do. It is more of like you are trying to create a new file, a multiple files all together, just like the way we did. Okay, but this time around we are not creating, we are only copying this file and then inserting it into these new files that we are naming now. Okay, so to do list 2023, okay, space to do list 2024, space to do list 2025, and that's it. Okay, yes, and then you click enter. But on the other hand, I have, as you can see from the list of my files and folders, I have this present already. So once I click enter, it will tell me it can't copy this file because these files already exists. Okay, but in your own case it should work perfectly fine. Okay, so once you're done with this, you are good to go and you are done with these tasks. So let me clear my screen. Okay, so now let's head over to task number 3, renaming of files. Okay, so we are asked to change our working directory to home. Of course, we are in our home directory. Now confirm if the file assignment feature list exists. And how do you confirm? By using the ls command. So lists, let's see the contents of our folder. All right, okay, so we have assignment. Yes, we have assignment. We have future lists. We have it here. Yes, it exists. Okay, so if it does not exist, you are required to create the file. Note the typo in the name of the file. Okay, can you see the spelling of this future? Is supposed to be future, but there is a typo, intentional. Okay, so now note the typo in the name, make a copy of it and fix it by renaming the file. Okay, so right now we are going to copy this file and rename it, and rename it. So note you should have both future list and the corrected form future list in your home directory. So it's not like we are deleting the file with the error. We will still leave it, but then we are going to still copy and rename the same file with the actual spelling. Okay, and how do we do that? It is quite simple. Yes, so it's quite simple. All right, so now to copy and rename a file, we make use of the mv command. Okay, Now the mv command stands for, it represents move. Okay, yes, it represents move. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. We are going to make a copy of it and fix it by renaming the file. Okay, so let's make a copy of this. Let's remember how to make a copy, right? We use the cp command to make a copy. Cp space the name of the file we are copying, which is the few, yeah, hope I got the spelling right, future list, copy future list, and then yes, we do this. Sorry, we are not using the cp command, we are using the mv command. Okay, so this mv can actually do two things. It can copy and also rename a file. Okay, it can move and rename a file. So we can have mv and then future underscore list space and then the name of the new file, which is this, the corrected form, which is future underscore list. And here we go. Once you click on yes and then you check to confirm, you can see that we have both the error file, the file in which it was spelled wrongly, and then we have the corrected form present. Okay, yes, so it means our work renaming. So we can see that we've copied this file and then renamed it using the mv command. So this mv command, it copies, also rename a file. Now okay, now you can always go through these tips to make sure that you are on track. Okay, now number 4, learn to keep your files neat, organize them in the right folders. Okay, so now we are asked to change our working directory to home. Alright, so let me clear my screen. I am in my home directory, as you can see, so there's no need to change anything. Confirm if the files with the keyword to do exist. Okay, now let's confirm ls. Do we have to do keyword to do exist? Let's see. No, we don't have to do plain to do, we only have to do lists. Okay, so now make the duplicates. Okay, confirm if the files with the key exist. Yes, so we have all of this: to-do list 2023, 2024, 2025.txt. all of them carries this keyword to do. Okay, so we are asked to make duplicates of all files with keyword to do and move all the duplicates to the right location, which is home/plans. Remember, this plans is one of the folders we created earlier on in our second task. So we are going to be moving these files with the to-do keyword into this folder, which is plans. And how do we do that? So we do that by, first of all, using the mv command. So let's say move. Alright, and then we move space the name of the file you want to move. Alright, now we want to move all the files with the to-do keyword, so we can to do. Let's take one for example. Let's say to do dot list. Alright, space. Now we are copying and moving this to-do list, but we didn't indicate the path or the location in which we want this to be. Okay, yes, so we haven't included that. So once we move this to-do list to where, that is where this folder comes in. Okay, so we can impute slash, already we are in our home directory, so we can put slash plans. Let's see what it will show us. Okay, now can you see? Okay, now let's list. Okay, we have our plans here. Now can you see the difference between this and this? In this first section we have to-do list present here just above this to-do list 2023, but in this second we don't have this to-do list. It means that it has been moved to this folder. Okay, so now let us switch to this folder to see if it is present there. Okay, so cd, remember to switch to a folder or directory, we use the cd command. So let's switch to cd plans just to confirm if this file is present there. Okay, yes. Okay, so as you can see we are in our plans folder under the home directory. So now let us list the content of this. So as you can see we have our to-do list here. Yes, so it has been moved. Okay, so you do the same thing for the remaining files that has the to-do keyword and you are good to go. Okay, yes, so this is basically all about this task. And the last task, let me clear my screen. Please, if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comment box and I'll do well to address it. And if it means creating another video tutorial for you to explain or to answer some of your questions, I will gladly do that. Okay, now so the fifth task, it says change your working directory to home. Okay, now we are not in our home directory. As you can see we are in our plans directory. So how do we switch back to home directory? Okay, let's use the cd space, let's use dot dot. Can you see? Now once you use cd space dot dot, it takes you to the previous directory in which you were in. Okay, so now we are in our home directory. So please be taking note of these commands because you will be using it most of the time in your projects. Now confirm if the file dream car exists. So let us list the contents. Yes, dream cars exist. Okay, now duplicate the file dream cars and name it dream cars 2. Duplicate it and name it dream cars 2. Okay, so let's do that. Let's duplicate the file dream cars and name it dream cars 2. Okay, so let's copy cp dream cars. So we are copying dream cars and then into another file, which is what, dream cars 2. Alright, now you press your enter key and then it has been duplicated. Okay, now if we type in the ls command, you can see that we have dreamcast 2 present here. Okay, now create a new directory to be deleted. Now already I have this directory created here. Okay, so but then let me give you a walkthrough. Remember how we do create our directory using the make directory command. So mkdir space, what is the name of the directory we are creating, which is to be deleted. Good. So once you do this and you press the enter key, it will create this file, but I have this file already. So if I try creating it, it will tell, can you see, cannot create directory, cause to be deleted file exists. As you can see, it is true, it exists already, so it can't create a file with the same name again, but it should work on your terminal if you haven't created this file before. Okay, now move the duplicated file Dreamcast into the directory to be deleted. Now remember how to using the mv command. Okay, so we asked to move the file dream underscore cast to. Now move this file into this folder, which is to be deleted. Okay, and so we indicate our path file, which is what, slash to underscore be deleted. You press the command key. Okay, and as you can see, no errors, so it is successfully done. Now finally delete the file name Dreamcast from the to be deleted directory. Now in order to delete it, we have to switch into this directory in order to have access into this file, and we do that by using the cd command, cd to be deleted. Okay, now we've switched into this directory. Now let us check if this file is present there. Sorry. Okay, ls. Okay, it is not present here. Okay, oh, okay, now I know. Remember, I have this file here. I have already done this task, so so I have already deleted it already. Okay, so reasons why it is empty, but in your own case you should have this file here. And to delete is very simple. We use the remove command to delete a file or a directory. Okay, now we type in rm space the name of the file or directory you want to delete. Now for example, we are using Dreamcast2. Once you run this command, you press the enter key, you will delete, you will be able to delete that particular file. Okay, so these are the basic commands that you will be using most of the times in your project, and this is how to navigate them. All right, let me clear my screen. Okay, so let me go back to my home directory. Okay, so I think these are all the tasks. So once you're done, make sure you always check submission so that your checkers can review your work and grade you. Okay, yes, so like I said, if you have any question, please drop it in the comment box and I'll do well to provide you with an answer. And make sure, if you find this video helpful, make sure to follow my channel. Make sure you hit on the subscribe button, like, share, and turn on your notifications, because every week I will be dropping a project walkthrough for that particular week, so that you can have an in-depth understanding as we continue to push in further. Yes, so every week I'll be dropping a tutorial videos for the project that we'll be releasing, so that you can have enough time to go through it, to study it, and make sure that you are familiar with all the concepts. So reasons why you need to subscribe and turn on notifications, so that you will be the first person to get notified when I release the next tutorial video for the next week project. Thank you so much, and see you guys in my next lesson.